In this video, Ella and her loved ones talk about her sight loss journey. Caption:
Ella's story.
Ella is interviewed at home while we see shots of her in a park.
I was born with a visual impairment called nystagmus, which means everything that I see wobbles from side to side. It's never really held me back, but everything sort of changed when I hit 16 and I found that I had brain tumour.
Photos of Ella as a child.
I lost most of the sight in my right eye, except for a tiny bit of colour, and all the peripheral vision in my left eye.
Jane, Ella's mum.
At home, she would be reasonably aware and reasonably like herself.
Ella and her mum chat in the kitchen.
But as far as everybody else was concerned, she didn't want to know, she didn't want to go out, didn't want to talk to anybody. She just wanted to be at home where she was safe, where her environment was her own.
Photos of Ella as a teenager.
She just caved. Sorry. So she became like a little turtle in the shell, basically.
Too many people in the streets would panic me because I couldn't see people coming to one side or another.
Ella reads in her bedroom.
And it worried and frightened me. I didn't want to do it anymore. So I just stayed in the house really as much as I could without going out, except when I needed to.
Ella and her guide dog Katie go outside.
I contacted guide dogs in the October. I was offered an awful lot of help and advice, which was a huge relief. Guide dogs then came to my house and taught me how to use a white cane, which was so helpful. It meant I could actually start to get my life back and start to get my confidence back. And the thought of having a guide dog was sort of the apple on the stick, so to speak. It was a real encouragement.
Ella, her mum and Katie walk in the countryside.
After Katie arrived, within a month, I would say, there was a definite change in Ella. She got a friend, she got an icebreaker, so it was beginning to build her confidence. Wherever she went, then Katie opened the door, basically. Katie meant that she could move forward.
After I finished my training with Katie, I was then able to go to the gym, I was able to swim.
Ella has coffee with friends in a cafe.
Go shopping, even just go and visit my friends, things that I hadn't been able to do since I discovered the brain tumour, and she just unleashed a whole new version of life, which I loved.
Ella visits a stable with Katie.
Horses have always been something that I have loved so much. They're beautiful, they're majestic, but I've never really had the opportunity to do much with them or be around them. Now I had Katie, I suddenly had the confidence and the ability to be able to go and enjoy horses.
Ella rides a horse.
And now I have a new sense of freedom through my dog and through my horse.
Ella's best friend, Jane.
When Ella got Katie, it was so good. It was probably the best part of her life. And she's come on leaps and bounds. She's just done so much. She's achieved so many things that I don't think Ella ever thought she would achieve. So proud that she's come to university. I don't know if she could have done it without Katie, actually.
She's far more confident. She's still the ever-loving, curious child that she ever was.
Ella studies at university.
But she's moving forward. I'm absolutely awestruck at this girl. She just has momentum and she goes for it. And that's how it should be.
Katie has made a huge difference to my life. I couldn't have done half the things I've achieved in the last few years without her. I definitely wouldn't have gone to university. I wouldn't have had the confidence to take up riding again.
Ella walks with Katie.
And I'd have probably missed out on an awful lot of time with my friends as well. Katie is the key to my freedom and the key to my life.
Guide dogs. Visit guidedogs.org.uk to find out more.